Hi everyone and welcome back to another video and one of the last videos here in this now improvised apartment studio. There's nothing more fitting to have my last video here in this apartment with one of my first friends here in Taiwan, Michaela from Sweden.
Hi. Hi.
What else do we need to know about Michaela from Sweden?
Oh, what do you need to know about me? I don't need to say my age, right?
No.
No, I don't have to.
We can see that you're 20.
Oh, exactly. 20 plus. The first time I visited Taiwan, I was supposed to be here just for like a semester, like exchange student.
Like most Swedes here in Taiwan?
Yeah. I decided to stay for another year. Another year turned out to be another year. And then like 2.5 years after, I was like, went back home. Was back in Sweden for a while, moved to mainland China for a while, and now back to Taiwan again. So it's always happened to like go back to Taiwan. So my friends and family at home is like, is it going to be like 3 months this time or 3 years? And I'm like, yeah, you never know.
I told my mom I was just going to be here for 1 year, and now it's been 11 years.
Yeah, so yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, if your parents give you any hard time, just let them know that it's worse for my mom.
Exactly, I will let you know.
We actually met 10 years ago.
Yeah.
At Shida, both studying together. I have been here in Taiwan this whole time. And you just come and go as you want.
My feeling was like everything changed after COVID, but now I'm starting to be like, no, a lot of things are the same, and it is very crowded at some certain places, which I'm very happy to see. But the amount of foreigners I really feel is less. Before, I mean, I didn't stand out that much. Like I felt like there were a lot of foreigners. And I just want to add that I like that it's not many foreigners. I like that it's only, I didn't go the whole way from Sweden to spending my time here now to improve my Chinese again. I didn't do that. I didn't come all this way to hang out with other like foreigners, friends. So.
I'm sorry for inviting you here.
Yeah,
you have to spend this afternoon with another foreigner.
This is an exception. Otherwise, we're old friends. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it.
What would you say is like the main differences between your life in Sweden and your life in Taiwan? Because I can only compare to my like countryside life, living with my parents, literally out in the middle of nowhere. So for me, it's always difficult to compare. Oh, is this Sweden versus Taiwan, or is this Swedish countryside versus in the middle of Taipei? You know. But I believe you come from a little bigger city.
Yeah, I'm from Gothenburg, which is Sweden's second biggest city.
And I have to say, Gothenburg, my absolute favorite city in Sweden. If I ever move back to Sweden, I will move to Gothenburg.
Oh, yeah. But I've been living now in Stockholm for, what is it, like 6 years? And I would say the main difference, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was like early in the morning, it was raining, I had my coffee in my hand, you know, I need that to start the day, kick off the day. Suddenly, like a woman like ran out in the biking lane. So she did wrong, so to say. But I got so scared, so I like pulled the brakes and I scream a little bit. Like,
Get the f***.
No, more like so scared. So I didn't say anything. It was just a reaction of that. I thought that I'm gonna hit her. So she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," like really apologize. I was like, "No, it's okay." And the coffee like was all over my clothes, and I was like, you know, like Friday morning, raining, and I'm like, So I continued to bike, and I stopped at that a little bit further. Suddenly, the woman is there again, like next to me, and she holds 100 Taiwanese dollar, and she's like, "I'm so sorry. At least I can buy you a new coffee." And she gives me one, and I was like, no, you don't have to. No, it's okay. And she's like, please, I'm so sorry. She takes the 100 and puts it in my pocket, and then she runs away again and says sorry again. And I started to cry because I was so emotionally touched by her gesture, like her move. I think that would never happen in Stockholm. It's so sweet, and I think that story actually describes Taiwanese persons. I have similar stories. Like, this is not the first story. Like, it's like this, that people are so friendly, helpful. They think that I'm not able to speak Mandarin, so they maybe are nervous because they are maybe not so good at English. However, they will do everything like to show that they are here and can help if I need any help. And I think that's the most beautiful personal thing that you can have, like helping other people the way you can. And that's so typical for Taiwanese people, and that's why it's so easy that 1 month become 1 year here, because you're like so safe. People are so friendly, people are so nice. So it's easy to just go along.
I don't think I have been talking to a single foreigner who does not have a story just like this one. And the thing is, like, why this is such a big deal for us foreigners is because it would not happen in our countries. Once again, Taiwanese people, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Other than the Taiwanese people, what would you say is like your favorite thing about living in Taiwan?
Actually, I discussed this with some friends yesterday, like some Taiwanese friends, and one thing is that I think that Taiwan, the map of Taiwan or the country Taiwan, like, is very similar to Sweden. Like, it's long and quite like slim, or so to say, and you go from north to south. And what I really like with Taiwan, you can so easily from Taipei go to other cities with the high-speed rail, like in like 45 minutes or 1 hour. You're really like in the most amazing place. Hiking, running, swimming, surfing in so fast time. So you can live in like Taipei, which is super crowded and super cool and like people everywhere and like 101 and like so busy area. But then you can very fast, very convenient and in a very cheap way escape from all that noise and all that stress, get the most amazing view and nature. I'm trying to find the time to go to all these places. Actually, I signed up just to make sure that I'm doing it. So I'm going to the south in the middle of February to run a half marathon, like in the middle of nowhere, I would say. Like so it's close to Kenting. So it's like famous for their like hot springs.
I literally went there 2 days ago.
Oh really?
I literally went there 2 days ago.
Oh really?
I went to Pingdong to the hot springs.
Oh, yeah.
And to make like a video with the Aboriginal tribe.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So it's called like Zhongxiao. I think it's like.
That's exactly where I was.
Oh really?
Literally, like, I never even heard about this place.
No.
And I was literally there 2 days ago, dressed up like in the kimono.
Oh yeah.
And like playing with like it's called like capybara. It's like a huge water rat basically. Super friendly. It looks basically like a beaver.
Oh really?
Super cool. Super cool.
Oh, that's
so funny that you're going
wow.
there. How would you describe living in Taiwan for someone back home in Sweden who has never been in Taiwan in one sentence?
One sentence. Okay, the thing that first comes to my mind is like, I feel so safe. If I have to say something that is really, really important for me, because that's something people are often asking me. One girl, Western, being there alone, do you feel safe? I feel so safe. Like, and that's in that sentence, it's a lot of the story I just said, like with friendly people, people helping. I feel so safe here. I literally like, maybe sometimes I just leave my things and I just walk away and I'm like, yeah, I know that it will still be there.
This is the thing though, because I feel like this is like, generally speaking, this is not good, you know? Like, I know you can do it in Taiwan, but like, for example, like my girlfriend, she has never been to Europe. And later, like this year, the plan is to go to Europe together. I'll be so stressed having her with me in Europe. I feel like she's gonna be robbed like every day, you know? Yeah, I don't encourage this behavior, but I understand that you can do it.
Maybe like when I'm in the gym or I have a locker, but it's also sometimes I'm like, no, I leave it here. But I would never do that at the gym in Stockholm. I would never.
Like I go to the gym and like for me it's like the locker is closed, but there's no lock on it. So exactly. I have to open 5 locks before I find an empty one, you know, because they don't lock it.
Exactly.
Of course, everything is just like not super smooth and super easy.
No.
What is something that you feel like you can never really get used to, or like the biggest struggle of trying to settle in here in Taiwan?
It feels so like wrong to say them out loud. Because it's like when in Rome.
This is a very Swedish thing, I think. Like we all have all these thoughts, and it's like, okay, my mom raised me. If I don't have anything nice to say, it's better not to say it.
It's a little bit like this, because I'm becoming like yesterday when I had dinner with my friends in the Taiwanese, they're like, Mickey, you're actually much more Taiwanese than we thought. We feel like you are more Taiwanese than European. I was like, really? I was like, yeah, because you're so like 不好意思，我不想说, like really like. I was like, yeah, but it's just like I feel respect in the case that I'm the one who is weird in that case. You know, I come to Taiwan and I'm the foreigners. I'm coming from outside into Taiwan. So when I'm feeling stressed or irritated for some things that Taiwanese people do that we don't do in Sweden, or that it's different from the way we do, I get angry at myself. But yeah, but I'm the one who is standing out here because the other ones is taught in another way. So go back then. Like I become like this to myself. So in the beginning, I was more like, yeah, this is so weird, or they doing like this and we don't do it like that back in Sweden. But now, like after time, especially now, I'm also older, and like it's more like, yeah, but you better change. Or if you don't, yeah, then you don't like it, because this is how you do it here.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same, and it's also like, I think it may be like the Swedish mentality too, that is like no one is better than another.
Yeah.
And it's like it's you versus like 23 million Taiwanese people.
Yeah.
We're definitely like in a minority.
Yeah.
For example, then, what are these thoughts that you don't dare to say out loud? No, it's only you and me here. No one else is watching this video.
And I don't know if it's bad or good. It's not that. It's just different from how we are doing things. Like how we are walking on the streets, maybe sometimes. Like
Swedish people don't walk in the biking lane.
No, exactly, and it's like we are always much more. I mean, I don't know how many times when I'm biking on a quite short lane, I have to like pull over so many times because people are so in their phones. Like really, especially in the gym, I have so many like stories, but they're all good. The women that they always bring a lot of like food and gift, and they're exchanging so much things. I realize, like
in the gym.
Yeah, in the locker room. Like when it's like they have brings this so.
Okay, here we go. I've been dreaming like 33 years of knowing what's going on in the women's locker room. Here we finally go.
No, I love it. It's like it's so friendly. I can be like in the sauna and in the dressing room for so long because it's so nice. Because the women there, they are so friendly. Like they are like, yeah, I bought this bread. You need to try it, and I have some nuts with me, and they like, oh, you have to try.
Oh, like in the sauna in the gym.
Yeah, in the gym. They're always bringing like to eat something maybe before or after the gym. You know, in Sweden we have bars or maybe a shake.
Right.
And people are so like into the locker. They get dressed, and they go out in the gym. They don't talk to anyone. They go in and then just change and they go out home. Like, but I feel like especially at my place where I work out, it's very, very. We are the same people coming there, everyone. Now I'm starting to be. I'm like, hello, like I'm talking, and they're like,
oh, Swedish coffee.
Yeah. No, I'm going to be like that for sure because I really want to like join. I feel always that I have so much to learn from Taiwanese women, like how to take care of yourself. Like they have so many good ideas about how to take care of yourself. So this is something that I really like. The average age like in my gym, like among women is like 50 plus. Like really, there are so many like that we tend to like older, and I see this like active women, and that is also something different that I feel like we have so much to learn. The beginning when I arrived to Taiwan this time, I really felt like it was a shock because I'm 10 years older than the first time. A lot of things has changed with me and everything. Like I'm not exactly who I was like 10 years ago.
Sorry for interrupting, but yeah, that's another thing because I feel like I'm exactly the same person I was 10 years ago.
Okay.
So
I'm not.
I just don't age, you know. And it's like
that's wonderful.
I have been 23 years old the last 10 years.
Oh wow.
That's how I feel. And I talked with another YouTuber about this Prosy, and like we're describing like living in Taiwan. It's like a summer camp. And you just do whatever you want, go out, enjoy the amazing nature, and you're just playing around with friends. Especially being like a full-time YouTuber, that's even worse. There's like the responsibilities in life just gets less and less, and then you can just sit here. I don't even know what day it is, It's like...
Yeah, it sounds like we maybe have
Friday
a little bit different type of life. If I would come here like again, a longer time, I will somehow try to buy a car here. Because having a car in Taiwan, like everyone is like recommending me, it's like, then it's so easy to go to Yamingshan, like all these like quite close places.
Final two questions. What is your favorite place in Taiwan? And do you have a place you have not yet visited, but like it's on your Taiwan bucket list?
Right now I feel like it would be Taipei. And I like to live in Taipei and to leave rather than the opposite.
Like, what's your favorite thing about Taipei? It's so easy to leave.
Exactly. But on my list, I feel almost embarrassed to say it because I haven't been to Tainan.
What?
No. I've been to like Taichung and Hualien and Kenting and some other places, but I haven't been to Tainan.
Oh, wow.
And that's really like, everyone's like, you have to go. There is so much good food there.
Yeah, that's like the food capital of Taiwan.
Yeah. So maybe there are some of your followers here that want to send you a list of things that I should do. I would appreciate to get that list and start to like check boxes.
Perfect. You heard her. Please do help me and Michaela by leaving a list down in the comments of all the places that you think that she should check out here in Taiwan. And who knows, maybe in the future we will actually be able to, together with Michaela, go and explore all these amazing places as well. And if that is something that you want to see, please do remember to subscribe to this channel and share this video with someone who you think should get to know Michaela and the Sweden versus Taiwan life a little bit more. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lukas. It starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.